When everyone else in California is boycotting Arizona, Costa Mesa is taking a stand. No illegal immigration in our city, no undocumented workers. And the mayor says, we will not be a sanctuary city. No sanctuary from this, the Miss USA controversy should they strip her title for the stripper pole pictures. Pageant commentator Melissa Rivers will join us. And is that a baby? A bus driver makes an amazing discovery in the middle of the night. They say everything is bigger in Texas, including the stupidity. All the stories people are talking about and everything you need to know right now on The Filter. Hello again off the top, The Filter forefront. Our top four of the day, including no illegal immigrants, no sanctuary cities, no nothing. And that's how a Southern California mayor sees it. But we're going to begin with this. A couple of weeks ago, Phil Jackson simply answered a question about Arizona's immigration laws. So last night, a few dozen people protested his pro-Arizona stance outside of Staples Center. And apparently, someone else opposes Phil's view as well. Kobe Bryant's wife, Vanessa, made a statement without saying a word last night. After the game, with Kobe hugging his kids and his wife, you can see Vanessa wearing a shirt that says, "Do I look legal?" Clearly in reference to Arizona's law. So now the Lakers have spoken out. The coach and the star player's wife have taken opposite sides. Our contributors tonight, the editor of WitnessLA.com, Ruth Waits, and Emmy Award-winning journalist David Reese. Our pictures are furnished by Skype. And David, I'll start with you. Everybody has the right to their opinion. Here's the question. Should fans care as much as they seem to about the opinions of Phil Jackson or Kobe Bryant's wife?
No, and I've said it once and I'll say it again. I don't care about what Phil Jackson or any of the Lakers players have to say about politics. When you go to a Lakers game, you want a good ball game. Why is it that in America in this day and age, everything has to be politicized? Why can't we just go to a ball game? I don't care what Phil Jackson's opinions are. I don't follow him into the ballot box, nor do I want to. I want a good ball game. So I really don't understand why it is that he and all these players feel the need to wear their politics on their sleeve. I don't wear mine on my sleeve. It's really nobody else's business how I feel about this kind of stuff. So why did they have to take it and make it mine? I didn't ask them. If I asked them, fine. I didn't ask them.
Okay, I get that. But here's the thing. And Ruth, Phil Jackson has asked a question. He answers. It's not as if he simply strolled out and announced, this is my take. He was asked a question. He certainly has the right to answer. Why are people reacting the way they are?
Because they're idiots, Fred. Everyone has an opinion on this issue. Exactly what David said. It's the same thing about actors and actresses. They're idiots, and I really don't care what they have to say about any kind of political points.
You know what? I don't know.
And I'm not going,
Ruth,
well, okay, I'll take it back.
No.
They're not
I don't know if
idiots.
that's a fair characterization, calling them
it's so
idiots.
Unfair, and I am so sorry. But what I mean is, everyone has an opinion, and I have an opinion, you have an opinion, everyone has a right to voice their opinion, and I think it's marvelous that we all do. But the idea that I need to listen to somebody because they own the Lakers, or they're a player, or they're a wife, or a fan, everyone's opinion is of exactly equal weight. And this is something that I think we lose sight of, that nobody's opinion, because they make more money, or anything like that, or nobody's opinion is better than mine. Nobody's opinion is better than yours, Fred. Your opinion is all yours, and you got it the way you get all your opinions, I hope, through serious thought. And this is a very highly charged issue. Everybody's got an opinion about it. And whether or not it was appropriate for her to wear a stupid shirt that says, do I look legal? Do I look legal? Does anybody look legal? That's not the point. She's making a point. She's making a statement. Whether I agree with it or not is irrelevant. But I do think that maybe if I went to a Lakers game, I just want to watch the Lakers game.
I would agree with that. Okay, let's move on. You know, Arizona could be hazardous to your health. Well, that's what a group of California lawmakers in Sacramento were saying. The California Latino Legislative Caucus condemned Arizona's immigration law and warned California residents they could be targets of racial profiling if they travel to the Grand Canyon state. The resolution goes like this. The California Legislative Caucus cautions California residents from traveling to or spending time in Arizona due to the risk that they may be subjected to inappropriate and unlawful scrutiny. Well, it is lawful. It happens to be the law in Arizona. The caucus says 37% of California residents are Latino, and that anyone who is not white could be at risk if they go to Arizona. Do you think the California Latino Legislative Caucus is going a bit overboard here, Ruth?
Fred, this is ridiculous, and it might actually be slanderous. Are we forgetting that in 1994 we passed Proposition 187, and did everybody else come after us? I don't know, and I don't know how we'd feel if we did. You know, Prop 187 passed by a 59% margin. I might remind you, this issue is older than Arizona, and I think that this business interference that everybody's knocking each other off the soapbox to get a chance to climb higher, to point a finger at Arizona when our house is on fire. I will say it again and again. This is our problem first. It's a United States of America's problem. It's not Arizona's problem. It's not California's problem. It's not Texas's problem. It's our problem.
And you know what, Ruth? I would like to add to that. I said it last week and I'll say it again. I firmly believe that if the same problems that are happening in Arizona that led to this law's passage were happening here in California, everyone here, especially the politicians, would be singing a very different tune.
Oh, of course. It's all hypocrisy.
Exactly.
It's all
I mean, this is just one of those mob mentalities where everybody's piling on. You know what? What we need is a little less of that.
That's what's next, is the mob mentality. I think that this is really, it's actionable that they're making laws now against going to Arizona or cautioning you. That's like telling girls with big boobs who wear bikinis, don't go to spring break.
What if you're a resident of Arizona? How'd you like to drive through California with Arizona license plates right now? You're liable to get stoned on the freeway.
We are one step away from that mob mentality, and that is frightening to me.
And our politicians aren't helping.
Oh, no, they're fueling the fire because it makes people look away from them.
Well, you know, I was talking to former Mayor Richard Riordan today, and he was saying that if California had enacted a law, or that California had enacted a law, do you think the people in Arizona would call over here and say, hey, this is how you should do it? Because you know what Richard Riordan said? He'd say, we tell them to go pound sand, mind your own business. It's our problem.
Which is what Arizona should be telling us right about now.
And I think they should. Maybe they are and we're not listening, but yeah, they have every right to tell us to go get bent.
All right.